Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Nufara binti Muhammad Khidir and I am from class CDCS 26458. For this STA assignment, my group consists of two members, myself and my partner. And together we conduct a study titled The Relationship Between Screen Time and Sleep Duration Among UTM Kuala Terengganu Students. Now, for this part, the introduction explains the overall purpose of our study. We focus on the daily habits of UTM Kuala Terengganu students, especially how much screen time they use on phone, laptop, and how many hours they sleep on weekdays. Since online learning, assignment, entertainment, and social media are part of our routines, many students might not realize how long they spend on screen and how it affects their rest. In this assignment, descriptive statistics such as mean, median, mode, variance, standard deviation, range, and skewness are used to describe the pattern clearly. By analyzing the relationship between screen time and sleep duration, this study helps identify whether students have a balanced routine or if excessive screen use may contribute to reduced sleep and lifestyle imbalance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Sabrina Balkis binti Muhammad Hashim and I'm from CDCS 270-3A, and I would like to continue the presentation of objective. So we have three objectives. The first one is our objective is to describe the distribution of student daily mobile phone usage, laptop usage, sleep duration using appropriate descriptive statistic. And the second one is to identify the typical of central patterns of student screen time and sleep hour through measures such as mean, median, and mood. So the last one is to evaluate the variability and skewness of the data to understand how consistent or uneven students' digital habits and sleeping behavior are.
For the research methodology, the population for this study consists of UiTM Kuala Terengganu students. A total of 50 students were selected as the sample, and the sampling method used was simple random sampling to ensure every student had an equal chance of being chosen. The data collected in this study is primary data, obtained directly from respondents through an online survey using Google Form. Several variables were included in the questionnaire: hours spent on mobile phone per day, hours spent on laptop per day, and hour of sleep on weekdays. These are quantitative variables measured on a ratio scales. Meanwhile, gender, program, and the main reason for using device before bed are qualitative variables measured on a nominal scales. This method allows us to gather accurate and structured information to analyze the relationship between screen time and sleep duration among the students.
Next, I would like to continue the presentation of the how many hours that students spend screen time on mobile phone per day. So here we can see that we have calculated the mean such as mean, mode, median. So first, the mean is we get 6.24 hours, which is on average students spend about 6.24 hours per day on their mobile phones. And the median is half of the student use their phone of less than 6 hours, and the others half for more than 6 hours. Yeah. And next, we continue to mood. So the most common phone usage among students is around 5 hours, which falls in the 4 to 6 hour interval. And the standard deviation, which you can see the result is there is a moderate variation in phone usage, meaning students typically differ by about 2 to 3 hours from the average. So here we can see the total is 2.32 hours. And then we calculate the variance. The variance we get 5.37 hour. That show that is a noticeable spread in phone usage across students. And the last one, the PCS, we get is 0.41, which is the distribution is positively squeezed. So meaning a few students use their phones for very long hours, causing the tail to extend to the right. Yeah. Next, we continue to the table, which is how many hours that student spend their time on laptop per day. So the first one is mean. So here we can see the on average, the students spend about 4.36 hours per day using their laptops. Next, uh, next is median, which is the median laptop usage is 4.15 hours. That meaning half of the student use their laptops for less than 4 hours, and the other half use them for more. Uh, and then for the mood is 3.45 hours. That's showing the most common laptop usage among students is around 3 to 4 hours per day. And then the standard deviation is 2.30 hours, indicating a moderate variation. The students typically differ by about 2 to 3 hours from the average. And then we calculate the variance, which is the variance of the variance is 5.30 hours. Show the separate in laptop usage among the student. And then the last one is we calculate the Pearson's coefficient of squeamish, which is the PCS value is 0.3957, which is it is a positive skewness. So this means a few students use their laptop for very long hours, making the distribution stretch to the right.
For this part, we analyze the student sleep duration on weekdays using group data. From the frequency table, we can see that the highest number of students fall into the 5 until 6 hour category, which clearly show that many students are not getting enough sleep during weekdays. I also provided a bar chart in the slide so you can visualize how the sleep duration is distributed across the different hours range. Now I show in my calculation about the mean. The mean sleep duration is 5,194 hours. This tells us that on average, UiTM Terengganu students sleep slightly below 6 hours per night, which is lower than the recommended 7 until 9 hours. Next, the median is 5.17 hours. This means half of the students sleep less than 5.17 hours. Since the median is lower than the mean, it shows that the few students with longer sleep duration raise the average slightly. Next, the mode is 5.57 hours, meaning the most common sleep duration among students is around 5.5 hours. This match what we see in the bar chart where the 5 until 6 hours is the highest. Next calculation about the standard deviation is so I got 1.01 hours. This show that the student sleep duration are not widely spread out. Most students sleep within about 1 hours above or below the average. It's mainly between 5 and 7 hours. Next, my answer for the variance is 1.02, which is a low value. This means that student sleep habits are quite consistent and do not vary too much from each other. Next, the range is 4 hours, which is the difference between the shortest and sleep duration is 3.5 hours, and the longer is 7.5 hours. This is shows some variations, but overall the middle range of 5 until 6 hours is still the most common. Also provided the calculation about the Pearson coefficient of squeamishness, and my answer get is 0.366, which indicate a slightly positive skewness. This means more students are sleeping fewer hours while only a small group sleep much longer. Conclusion: overall, these descriptive statistics show the same patterns. Most students sleep around 5 to 6 hours on weekdays. This is not enough based on the health recommendation. The bar chart I include also make this pattern very clearly, showing that the majority of students fall into the same sleep range. Alright, for the last part of the analysis, I include a pie chart to show the reason why students use their device before going to the bed. This visual helps us clearly understand the main activity students engage in at night. From the chart, the largest portion comes from social media, which make up 62% of the responses. This show that the most students spend their late night screen time on apps like TikTok and Instagram. Next, 12% of students use their device for chatting or online communication, and another 12% use them to listening to music or podcasts. A smaller group, around 6%, use their device for gaming before they sleep. Only 2% of students use their device to study or complete assignment at night, and another 2% use them to watch video or movie. Overall, the pie chart clearly shows that the entertainment, especially social media, is the main reason of students stay on their device before bed, which may contribute to shorter sleep duration.
Overall, our findings show clear patterns in the digital habits and sleep behavior of UiTM Kuala Terengganu students. On average, students spend about 6 hours per day on their mobile phones and around 4 hours using laptops, with both variables showing moderate variation. The positive skewness for both devices indicates that while most students use their screen moderately, a smaller group spends significantly longer hours online. For sleep duration, students typically sleep around 6 hours on weekday, with very low variation and a slight positive skew caused by a few students who sleep longer than the rest. These results suggest that screen time habits vary widely among students, while sleep duration remains more consistent. Overall, the descriptive statistics highlight how digital usage and sleep patterns differ across the student population and provide useful insights into their daily routines. That's all. Thank you.